Hi guys, this is Mark Shawson, the Pattern Trader. Sometimes the feedback I get from you guys is more gratification than anything that I could discover in the marketplace. Despite the fact that I've been on a monster winning campaign in my own account since the beginning of last year. I've kind of been on a ridiculous run. I'll talk to you about it in a minute. But in the meantime, I just want to kind of give a shout out to Kenny. Kenny wrote me today. He says, yes, the boot camps happen. Kenny's referring to our weekly boot camps I do on Monday and Tuesday. I'll tell you a little bit more about that in just a minute. He goes on to say, Mark is, in my opinion, the most genuine person I have ever watched and learned from. A joy to watch. I've not been able to afford the fees to join the Pattern Trader Elite program. Plus, I'm from the UK and cannot attend or listen to the boot camps. So I listened to them when I was sick. Mark has given out advice regarding trades, long-term trades, and they're starting to grow in my platform. Rest assured, when I make enough money whilst I'm trading, I will have no hesitation to joining Mark's elite group. I'm not interested in anyone else but Mark. Hail Mark, laughing out loud. Kenny Carruthers. So Kenny, thanks a lot for that. Those kind of things really mean a lot. Trading is really simple. When I think about the money that I've made over the course of the last 12 months, it really comes down to the market really does show you where it wants to go. And, I don't think it's any coincidence that, I called my business the Pattern Trader, because to me, the patterns reveal everything. And it's really so simple. When I thought about the trade that I made in the middle of last year in Facebook, when it dropped out of a reverse triangle, then it put a double bottom, and then I put a huge bet and made about $500,000 in 2 weeks on that bet. Then a week later, I saw a huge double top in Tesla and bought some puts in Tesla, and made about $1 million in that trade. Just made a ridiculous amount of money. And then into the end of last year, when the market started to double top and drop out of the sky, I was buying puts on the QQQs. And then earlier this year, I started to say that you should buy Apple. When Apple put on a double bottom and a cup and handle bottom, I was saying at the 148th price level in Apple that you should buy it. Now that stock is trading over $200. Similarly, when Facebook made a double bottom at $125, once across the neckline at $150, to me it was a no-brainer, and I've been screaming from the rooftops to get long Facebook. Now that stock is trading almost at the $200 level, and to my mind, it's only going to keep going higher. So to me, the patterns reveal everything. The huge bear patterns in the silver market inform me that I need to, look at the gold market, that the gold market is going to start turning lower. And gold is starting to turn down within a large 10-year symmetrical triangle. So to my mind, looking at the patterns and then finding out, the right place to get in is how you're going to make big money long term. I've been, shouting from the rooftops for a long time that the stock Tesla was a huge bet to the downside, that I've been shorting Tesla, buying puts on Tesla, despite the fact that they have a very charismatic CEO, they have a very compelling story. But when you look at the price chart, it tells you something completely different. Now, another story, another chart pattern that I see emerging is that of Restoration Hardware. Now, I'm a huge fan of Restoration Hardware. I have all of their furniture in my house. I think they put on a great presentation, and all of last year that stock just had a monster run up from a $20 low all the way to about $160. But more recently, Restoration Hardware, RH, is putting on some ominous bear patterns in the form of a long-term weekly and monthly double top. So I'm going to start looking for places to accumulate short positions in Restoration Hardware. So trading really is easy. These patterns reveal everything on the longer term basis, and that's why I suggest you don't look at short-term charts. When you look at short-term charts, a 15-minute chart, it doesn't inform you of anything. It's just a bet. It's a gamble. The market can go anywhere in the next 15 minutes. But when you look at the longer term daily or weekly charts and you see these very simple patterns, you know exactly how to get situated in these trades, or you should. So if you want to learn a little bit more of how to identify these patterns before they go on to make these monster moves, then check out my boot camp. I conduct these free 2-day boot camps every week, Monday and Tuesday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll go ahead and attach a link to today's video, and I hope to see a lot of you on next week's boot camp. So I hope you check it out. Until then, I hope you have a healthy and prosperous trading day, and I'll see you next time.